There we are. All right, we're back live on the tube that you use, and hopefully you can hear me this time. All right, that was your joy for the day. Well, I'm glad you got a little bit of joy. And if you guys didn't know, I can actually provide you with a little bit more joy. And seeing as we only got 3 people in here, I might as well just go ahead and say it for what it is and not try to like fucking hide it or whatever. Um, in LA, they're whooping ICE's ass. They they got ICE scared in LA, and honestly, I'm here for it. They're whooping ass. They don't give a fuck. So good for them. That's my joy for the day. And Ryan, thanks for coming back over on the YouTube. It was supposed to be 3 exclamation points, but again, that's the fucking day we're having. What's up, Ryan? What's up, Ryan? So guys, put what you want to talk about in the comments. We'll get it going. Every 1,000 likes, we are going to visit Penelope, and it will be my first time visiting Penelope today. So bear with me, but don't worry because we're preheating right now. Oh, oh, I did something wrong. It's beeping at me. Don't know why. All right, now we're doing the preheat. I think I need it. I think I need it. I'm like it right in between just emotional numbness and a panic attack. So we'll see. We'll see. But let's see what's going over on ground news. Michelle, what's up? Welcome in. Ryan, thank you as always for the shares. Let's talk about this partial government shutdown and why it's such fucking bullshit. And I don't believe for 1 second that it's the fucking Democrats holding the line. So Senate passed it. I think it was 71 to 29. Um, and with a 2 week extension, so a continuing resolution for the Blizzard Brigade and DHS and things like that. But the big beautiful bill, or as I like to call it, the big bullshit bill, they're still funded. This did absolutely fucking nothing. And in this 2 weeks, they're going to try to insert their demands and their stipulations into this continuing resolution. Basically, Chuck Schumer is a fucking loser. He needs to go. Hakeem Jeffries needs to fucking go. Every fucking person that is advocating just now for ICE to have body cams and they're doing it with additional funding, fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that today, fuck that yesterday, fuck that tomorrow. Why? Because they have $170 billion budget over the next 4 fucking years, and you're trying to tell me they can't buy body cams with that money. Instead, you're okay with them using fucking LRAD devices, or LRADs rather, in Minnesota. You're okay with them, buying contracts to survey and monitor Americans, which is absolutely fucking illegal and a violation of our First, Fourth, and Fifth Amendment fucking rights. Fuck that. Harold Andrews, yeah, I'm a potty mouth because I'm fucking enraged. Take your dumbass fucking cowboy hat, get the fuck off my live. That's the kind of fucking day I'm having. Done. Done. They don't need more fucking funding. They are not lacking funding. If you have enough for $50,000 sign on bonuses and a $10,000 fucking bonus every year, you know what you could do? How about you make that a $9,000 bonus and you spend that $1,000 on a fucking body cam each year? You're still getting a $9,000 bonus. Are you not? Exactly. So why are we advocating for more funds through we're advocating for more cameras and funds? He just fucking reported me for bullying. He just reported me for fuck. Oh my god. I'm gonna crash out today. I'm gonna fucking crash out today because, guys, now, even though we actually were getting some people in here, we're gonna have to do a restart because Harold and his dumbass hat. Oh, he can't take away a lady using curse words and calling his hat stupid. What the fuck? So, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna visit Penelope. They're such big ass babies. They wanted to call us snowflakes for so long. And then we changed tactics. They want to say, where's the peaceful protest? Speaking about specifically LA, because LA's whooping that ass. Um, they want to speak about that. Oh, what happened? We changed tactics because peace got us fucking killed. Plain and fucking simple. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna visit Penelope. You're gonna hit that follow button if you haven't already, and we are gonna do the third restart in about 9 minutes. This is fucking insane. It's fucking insane. But guys, give me 5 seconds. You can't say someone's hat's dumb on here, but they can put unaliving and grape threats in the comments. So we're going to restart. And when we come back, you guys are going to have the same rage I have. And if those trolls come in the comments, eat those motherfuckers up and screenshot them. But I'll see you guys in about 15 fucking seconds because we're going to do an automatic restart. See you guys then. Ryan, I'm fucking losing my mind, dude. I'm losing my mind about this fucking bullshit. I, I cannot. I cannot. I can't fucking do it. Can't fucking do it. But we're going to go live again for the third time. Third time's a fucking charm in 9 minutes. And we're live. We're there. So we'll fucking see. Ariana, welcome back. Thank you again for the third time. I don't get it. I don't get it. You can't even fucking say a word. I'm sorry it's been rough and stupid people making it worse. It's just like, if you're not mad enough to curse, like I curse a lot at my baseline. But if you're not angry enough and enraged enough to fucking curse right now because of what's going on, this ain't the place for you. It's not. I'm not trying to kick anybody out. I'm not trying to lose followers. But if you are thrown because someone uses a curse word while advocating for the rights of Americans, while advocating for human rights and equality, this is not the place for you, because this is red, white, and what the fuck. And my political beliefs aren't that fucking political, and they're not even fucking radical. I think that anyone should be able to do whatever the fuck they want as long as it does not harm or unalive anyone or anything or impede on or take away the rights of others. I also share the belief that housing, healthcare, education, and food should be affordable and accessible. None of that shit is fucking radical. It's not radical. You want to know what is radical? Having an organization, the highest funded organization in the DHS, that has $170 billion, and Democratic politicians saying they need even more money now for body cams and for fucking training. Are you kidding me? No, it's called reallocation. That's what the fuck they need. But again, guys, hit that like button. We're probably in the soft restriction. Like, we're probably not going to come back from this. I'm only going to stay on probably about 30 more minutes if it doesn't build up to anything, but we'll see. Um, yeah, federal judge declines to halt Trump's immigration surge in Minnesota. Oh my God. I don't get it. I don't get it. Bumblebee, what's up? Welcome in. CRS Bob, hello, hello. And yet again, if you are looking for any joy in your day, just know that LA is giving the Blizzard Brigade an ass whooping. So, and of course, it's not going to be on your social media. It's not going to be on the news. Just like yesterday, there were thousands of protests, and like 4 of them I've seen, like 4 different states. That's like, we know it's being suppressed. And with 3 people in here, whatever. I'm just going to say it at this point. It's being suppressed. It's fucking obvious. It's ridiculous. But alas, here we are on this glorious Saturday. So put what you guys want to talk about in the comments. Once we get to 1,000 likes and we are over halfway there, I will visit Penelope again. Until then, let's just read a couple news articles. Why not? Oh, 6 injured, including a child, in Mardi Gras parade pew-pewing. Happy Saturday. Oh, there's a new leading cause of cancer death among people under 50. Great. Colorectal? What? I'm not even reading that. That's going to freak me out. But put what you guys want to talk about in the comments. We'll get it going. I'm going to try to keep this live up and popping. So welcome in if you are new here. I'm Dana. This is Red, White, and What the Fuck, where we believe in human rights. We believe that taxpayers should be able to access government assistance because it's funded by their taxpayer dollars, and that those taxpayer dollars shouldn't go to billionaires that have too much fucking money as it is. The wage disparity in this country is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Now they're talking about, oh, we want marriage camps. We want to give, they're calling it a tax credit. Let's talk about the $17,000 tax credit. But first, before I get into it, hit that like button, hit the follow button, because we just got 1,000. I'm gonna visit Penelope, and then we're gonna talk about marriage camps. Yeah. So right now, a lot of people are saying, and it's true. I'm not saying it's not true. Daniel, hello, welcome in. Frankie, what's up? Welcome in as well. They are saying that birth rates are declining. It's first very important that we know that this is not a problem that is unique to the United States right now. This is a global problem. And in fact, the United States could be in a position where we have an advantage over other countries. Let me talk about what I mean. But first, we're going to talk about the marriage camps because this is what American leadership is proposing to fix the birth rate crisis. They want to do marriage camps. Yeah, yeah, they want to marry you off and make sure you're having babies. I wonder where the flaw in that is. Oh, what about people that can't have children? What about queer people? What about people that don't want children and can't afford children? What the fuck? What the fuck? First of all, say they did it and it was successful, right? In the very rare chance, because other countries have tried it. Um, say they did it. You would have to wait 18 to 20 years before it even made a fucking difference. I'll be 53. 53 if they started it by March, because my birthday's not till March. I'm 32 right now. And it's just absolutely fucking ridiculous. Other countries have tried this. Other countries have failed. Hold on. I wrote down the countries that had tried this before so you can all look it up. Um, Hungary, Poland, Japan, and South Korea all tried this because we know coercive birth policies do not fucking work. They take too long. They just take too long. And I'm not telling you not to have kids, but I think if you choose that kids aren't for you, or you have an ability to have children, or something in your life, like, I don't know, the world being on fucking fire right now, dissuades you from wanting to have a child, marriage camps don't fucking work. Let's talk about this 17,000 tax credit, $17,000 tax credit if you're under 30 and married with a baby. I'm sorry, what? Because if it's a tax credit for some, that means it's an imposed tax for all others that don't fucking qualify. So now you are trying to suggest that we pay $17,000 for not having children when children are parasites to the economy until they can enter the work field. So where America actually fucking has an advantage and is doing it ass backwards is, you guessed it, immigration. Immigration. If we actually made our country affordable, if we originally branded ourselves as a fucking melting pot. We've always said that we're stronger the more diverse we are. If we have a more reformed pathway to citizenship that wasn't as harmful, did not take as long, was not as expensive, and was reliable, we would have an influx of immigrants. And you know what? Most immigrants entering, whether it's legal or undocumented, guess what? They're of working age between, I think, 18 and 45. They're already fixing your crisis right there. And a lot of people are probably going to say, "Oh, well, what if they have kids? That's just going to eat away." Well, no, because you're already contributing to the economy by a working person being here. And then as they work, then you already have a fucking replacement for them. We need immigration to survive. Plain and fucking simple. Marriage camps are not gonna fucking work. It's just fucking crazy. I really, really don't fucking understand why people think that marriage camps would ever fucking work. It drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. But guys, put what you want to talk about in the comments. We are at 3K. I am going to visit Penelope once more. And I'll see you in about 5 seconds. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think about that in the comments. Let me know if there's anything in specific you guys want to talk about, and we'll get it going. I do see this could be some good news, but let me read the article first. Judge orders release of 5-year-old Liam Ramos and father from ICE detention center. But let's read it before we get too happy because this is America 2026 and we don't know if that really means that it's going to happen. It says a judge ordered U.S. to release 5-year-old Liam Ramos and his father from a Texas detention facility um, after they were detained in Minneapolis last month. And for those of you that don't know Liam, he was the one that was taken from school and used as bait for his father because they're going after the worst of the worst, but they went after a fucking 5-year-old. And let's not forget, right now in Minnesota, in the past week, they have fucking tear gassed a goddamn preschool. Where the fuck in that preschool is the worst of the worst? Oh, that's right. It's fucking not. U.S. District Judge Fred Byrie stated this case has its genesis in the ill-conceived and incompetently implemented government pursuit of daily deportation quotas. There you go. That right there just proves it was not the worst of the worst, as we've known. Neighbors reported that federal immigration officers in Minnesota used Liam as bait to capture also his mother. Since reopening last year, detained families have reported poor conditions at the detention center, including worms in the food and inadequate medical care. And speaking of the children, because everyone seems to forget about the children. Well, everyone on a certain side seems to forget about the children in these facilities. They found an unalived child with rat parts in his stomach, which means that child was either having to purposely eat rats to survive or they were feeding a child fucking vermin. Are you fucking kidding me? And we're still just okay with this shit happening? I can't wait for the fucking history books. I can't fucking wait. And I hope they include screenshots from this goddamn chat because eventually I saw Boomer Dad 9 just got muted. Screenshot that shit first, guys. Screenshot that shit because there were a lot of people after World War II that lie. Say, oh, they didn't vote for that. That's not what they wanted. They didn't have screenshot then. We're not going to be as nice this time. We're not going to have sympathy for the fucking sympathizers. Fuck that. Guys, we are almost at 4K. Once we get to 5K, we will 1,000% visit Penelope again. It looks pretty cut and dry. I don't know when they will be released because obviously, there were many court orders to release Kilmar Abrego Garcia from CCOT for months and months and months, which is why I remain skeptical. He tried to say Biden unalived 230,000 children or separated them from family. I believe in, well, people are also bringing up Obama too. I think in Obama's 4 years, and I'm not saying any of these were justified, but 56, I believe is the number, 56 lives were lost in ICE detention facilities. Um, it's we're still technically within the first month of 2026, and 32 people, including children, have already been found unalive. Stop the false equivalency because it's not the fucking same. Yeah, they also never well, okay, when you make statements like that, I know you're probably, Ariana, referring to the island files, but people did pass away in their custody. Also, drone strikes. Also, Gaza. I mean, that did happen under them. You know what I mean? But personally, regarding the island files, yes, we know that that sick freak would show up to parties and his first question would be, when are we unaliving people? And of course, that is paraphrased. I apologize for it being diluted in its delivery. But we've already been restricted for saying someone's hat was stupid. So I should say they didn't take to this extent. Exactly, exactly. At this point, Tyler, they should be called the Trump files. Plain and fucking simple. I mean, we literally talked about yesterday, and before I talk about this, I do very much want to give you guys a trigger warning. I know there's only 6 of you in here. Let me check over, see. All right, Ryan, it looks like it's just you over on YouTube right now, but thank you for hanging out. Um, they used to have parties at Mar-a-Lago where that crust bucket of shit had calendar girls, where he would line them up and rate them. And I'm sorry I have to say it this way, but there's no other way around it. He would rate their tightness by inserting a finger to fucking children. And if you think this is just so fucking unbelievable, no one could be that fucking sick. Let's not forget the grab him by the pussy comment. Let's not forget him bragging about going backstage at a pageant with underage girls undressed to, again, inspect them. Let's also not forget that he said the youngest he was willing to go to date someone, notice it was date and not you know what, was 12 years old. It's fucking ridiculous that he is not in prison. Every day he is not in prison. The DOJ, Congress, and our government has failed us greatly. And that's just with that one area. That's not talking about the fucking marriage camps. That's not talking about the fucking imposed taxes. That's not talking about the partial government fucking shutdown. Because the only one that suffers from these goddamn shutdowns are the American people. Because guess what? Blizzard Brigade still has funding from the big bullshit bill. So, I mean, if in the next year, if by midterms, I don't see one politician say, you know what, we're tired of these continuing resolutions. We are tired of these government shutdowns. We recognize that it is our job to prevent this and we are failing at our jobs. And therefore, going forward, we propose, and it'll never pass, but I at least need to see it introduced, is that for every day that the government is shut down, from now going forward, Congress does not get paid. They are government employees. Other government employees aren't getting paid, but they are. And they're the fucking reason the government shut down. It's ridiculous. And guys, thank you for being so quick with the blocks. I don't know what's going on. I need to pay more attention to the comments, I guess. You guys have been blocking right and left. So thank you for that to my mods. Um, I appreciate you guys. Let's also not forget that that's the person sitting in the Oval Office that actively shits his fucking pants on TV. And to Sasha Riley, thank you. Thank you. That it is televised because of you, allegedly. Allegedly. And a wooden stake. Trump will shit himself for the rest of his life. It's also been found out that Trump can never play golf again. His body won't allow it. I can't, I'm not a mod. Ariana, you've been on here long enough. Let me try to figure this out. Boom. Add moderator. Confirm. Boom. You're a mod. You're a mod now. Welcome to the party, Ariana. We are at 5K though, so give me 1 second. We're gonna visit Penelope. Hope you're having a great day. Daniel, I hope you're having a great day. My day has not been great. I'll be very honest with you guys. But being here with you, having this community as small as it is, because I called someone's hat stupid, so they're not going to push out my live for the rest of the day. I'm happy to be here with you guys. Trisha, hello, hello. How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. But guys, I'm going to keep my promise. We're going to go visit Penelope. Give me 5 seconds. Put what you guys want to talk about in the comments and hit that follow button if you haven't already. Trisha, I figured it was you. Hello, hello. Thank you for following again. It's nice to see you. We earlier got fucking restricted because someone got on here and I said his hat was dumb and he got his little feelings hurt. Thank you for the heart, me, Trisha. And reported me for bullying, which has been happening a lot lately. Like, I'll say the smallest thing and nothing. Jack shit. But whatever. I digress. I digress. But shout out to Trisha. It's been a while, buddy. How you doing? Trisha, I actually talk about you a lot on here and a few other creators in terms of a lot of people that are creators don't encourage others to create because it could take away from their base. Fuck that. Fuck that. No. I want you all to create. I want you all to build a base because if we're all a community and then you guys spread your community, it just provides more unity. Plain and fucking simple. And then maybe one day, if we can all go live, we can all go live together from our own perspective pages and pull people in. Um, TikTok shop, TikTok shop, TikTok shop. Also, speaking of that, I don't know how to add this book. It wouldn't let me add it to my live. I tried to. I really tried to. Um, but yeah. Trisha, how is it over in Oklahoma right now between the cold and the climate and other aspects? Let us know. Lebronsky, what's up? Welcome in. Lisa, welcome in and welcome back. Guys, tomorrow, just so you know, we're going to be going live around 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 8 Eastern, 7 Central, 6 Mountain Time. But it's going to be YouTube only. YouTube only. Um, and it's at Red, White, and WTF, where we're also streaming right now. A perk of going there is that all of these lives right now, they record, they post, and you can always go check them out. And Trisha, a special congratulations to you on both platforms for becoming a grandmother. That is absolutely incredible. I hope that your grandchild is nothing but beauty and in good health and good spirits. We are very happy for you. And in times where joy is hard to find, I hope becoming a grandmother has brought you great joy. I'm sure you are just overjoyed. I can't imagine. I can't imagine. But congratulations. I know times are tough, but that's always a great feeling. Emergency C-section actually very scary. Well, I'm glad everything is okay. I'm glad everything is okay. Is he, do you mind if I ask? You don't have to say anything, but like, is he in NICU right now? Did everything pan out all right? Trump is living rent free in your mind, aka place full of lies. Okay, what's a lie about this? Right now, my political beliefs are as follows, and I don't think they're radical, and nothing about it is based off lies or anything like that. I think anyone should be able to do whatever the fuck they want, as long as you do not harm or unalive anyone or anything, or impede on or take away the rights of others. I also think that healthcare, housing, education, and food should be affordable and accessible. Notice I said jack shit about there being open borders, but I can also say there does not need to be an open border, but we do need um, a reformed immigration process, which would also help our birthing crisis that everyone seems so freaked out about. Um, I can also say that I don't think we should work 10 hours a week and live in a mansion, but I think if we work 40 hours a week, we should live comfortable lives. Nothing about that's a fucking lie. Nothing about that is a false equivalency to any other thing. What's going on right now is not okay. Our politicians on both sides are failing us. This is not a right versus a left problem. This is a power versus people problem. And right now the power has their boot on our fucking necks. And I'm sick of it. We need to be louder. We need to be angrier. We need to not let them have one fucking moment of peace. And if they want to go after our rights in 2026, they want to go after our freedoms, they want to go after our fucking autonomy. You know what? One thing they're not going to fucking touch is our goddamn joy. Plain and fucking simple. Plain and simple. Impeach, convict, and remove all of 47. And we can do that, people, if our politicians were actually for us using Article 2, Section 4. Look that shit up. Our joy is ours. Absolutely, Ryan. Absolutely. But happy Saturday, guys. We are almost at 10K. At 10K, I'll visit Penelope once more. But if you haven't hit that follow button yet, please do. But put what you want to talk about in the comments and we'll get it going. Let's see. Oh, looks like our billionaires are fighting. It says Musk's XAI may lose lawsuit, which is Grok, by the way, against Sam Altman, accusing Altman's OpenAI, which I assume is like ChatGPT, right, of stealing trade secrets. Russian spy satellite breaks apart in orbit, raising debris fears. What the fuck? They already got your happiness. Listen to you so angry right now in your life. No, no, me 32. They actually haven't gotten my happiness because I know the only way we will survive these times is to have an equal grasp on our joy and our whimsy just as equally as we do our political fucking rage. And if you're not angry right now, that's concerning to me because what's we literally have official reports and complaints of the person in the highest elected position in this office rating underage children's tightness with his fucking finger. Just some time. Love the name, love the name. Billionaires should have. So, wait. Have to have unalived matches once a year or give the money away. Or maybe just be taxed fucking fairly. How about that? How about just taxed fairly? I'd be okay with that. Just like right now, we're in a partial government shutdown. They want to push this continuing resolution for 2 weeks to try to implement changes into the budget, which is never going to happen. They've already tried this before. Um, because Blizzard Brigade's still getting funding. They have enough for LRADs to use against the people in the US. They have enough to partner with Palantir to illegally surveil us. But they don't have enough for body cams. They have enough for $50,000 sign up bonuses and $10,000 a year bonuses every year after that, but not. So, how about this? How about instead of more funding, we reallocate those funds? Maybe, just maybe, we use $1,000 of that $10,000 bonus, which I don't think they fucking deserve anyways because they are racist fucking pigs, to get a body cam. Because if what they're doing is legal, I would never go anywhere without a fucking body cam if that was my job. If what I'm doing is legal and I know it's legal and I know I'm doing right and I know I'm abiding by the Constitution, by codes of conduct, by the American people, for the American people, my shit is going to be on 24/7. Why liberals faking press conferences? What the fuck are you even talking about? Mods, do your thing. No block, just a mute, just a mute. The chosen one comes in and trolls all the time, but just do your thing. Um, that works. Although my idea would sell tickets. That's true. That's true. That's true. I mean, we have these upcoming Patriot games. We should have fucking billionaire games. You want to be the richest man? Take out the others. And then the wealth that the others lose, it's dispersed to the American people once a year. Just saying. Just fucking saying. I think this summer, right? I think this summer, I could be wrong. I mean, we have so many dystopian novels playing out right in front of our fucking faces right now. Like this screams Hunger Games. What's up, Bernie? What's up? Trisha says love it. I mean, hey, like, can you imagine if all billionaires did was they paid their fair share in taxes, which, and they didn't have so many write-offs. Like, you shouldn't be able to buy a $500,000 car and then use it on stage as you speak, and that's now a tax write-off. What the fuck? I shouldn't be allowed to do that. My dog shouldn't be allowed to do that. Damn sure no billionaire should be allowed to fucking do that. That's fucking crazy. That's not for business purposes. That's for vanity and self-preservation. You know what I mean? But imagine if they paid their share in fair taxes and also each of them 1 year to be in favor of the people donated, all of them, all billionaires together and soon to be trillionaires, donated 1% of their personal earnings, not from their companies, not from their other employees, from their personal earnings, and they distributed it to the American people. I think people would like billionaires a whole lot fucking more. But that, what do I know? What the fuck do I know, right? Guys, give me 1 second. We did hit 10K. Thank you so much for that. We got 20 minutes left. I know there's only 8 of us in here. That's fine. I don't give a shit. We're still going to keep it going. People are coming in here getting their feelings hurt. Well, today's not your day if you want to be coddled and say dumb shit. Plain and fucking simple. But I'll be right back, guys. Oh shit, I just noticed he was on my TV. Fuck no. It was a great song, but no more Kanye West in my house. Fuck no. 11,100, 111. We love a good angel number, guys. But guys, don't be shy in the comments. Put what you want to talk about, and we'll get it going. JB Pritzker. I can't decide if I trust him or not. Um, I can't decide if I trust him or not. We are just out here making ends meet hardly. Yeah, exactly. Like, speaking of reallocation, you want to talk about while Democrats that are representing the people in this country are advocating for, you know, oh, we want ICE to have body cams and stuff, and if you include that, we'll get this funding. No, reallocation. The way Americans have to reallocate funds from their fucking insulin to pay for their groceries so they can eat and survive, or pay for their emergency utilities so they can eat and survive. Reallocation is a mother going hungry so her kid can eat. Reallocation is someone skipping their medication so their kid can have their medication. It means tanking your fucking credit because you have to max out all your cards because the wage disparity in this country is unforgivable and unfucking acceptable. Democrats don't care about the people. I hope you're fucking talking about Democrat officials, because then I would say politicians don't care about people. I'm honestly really ready to have like a natalist in my chat who's for these fucking marriage camps, honestly, because ooh, that'll do it. I'm ready for that shit. Because here's the thing. These people claiming to be natalists, they're not. They're white supremacists. And here's why. Because I told you. Um, all right, we'll start over, Trisha. So right now, of course, the freaks at Project 2025 are now saying they want to send single people to marriage camps to marry and have babies, and that's the way you get out of that camp. They also are talking about the $17,000 tax credit for those who are 30 and under and married with a kid. But if it's a tax credit for some, it's an imposed tax on others, right? And other countries have tried like this coercive birth strategies, like Hungary, Poland, Japan, South Korea, I believe. And it doesn't work. What does work and what would work in our advantage would be to reform our immigration system so we have an easier way for the pathway of citizenship, because immigrants, they help our economy. As soon as they are here, whether it be through sales tax, property tax, or income tax, start contributing and they get less out of the fucking they don't get to pull from Social Security. Our whole Social Security Administration is still standing because of contributions from immigrants, plain and fucking simple. And they don't get to collect on that shit at all. If you do these marriage camps and you want to do these forced births and monitor women's body, that's going to take 18 to 20 years to self correct. Immigration can be corrected now. Treat them with respect. Make life as an American here desirable. That means lowering the cost of housing, make things more affordable, provide health care for those who need it. And then you have people, because the normal amount of or the normal age group rather of people who immigrate here to the US, whether that is documented or undocumented, is 18 to 45. I believe the last statistic came out. That is perfect working age. That means right there, oh, your job market, it's stimulated. It's stimulated. There you go. And then if they have children here, guess what? As soon as those parents are retiring, the kids take their place. It'd get us out of the fucking crisis immediately, because this birthing crisis is not unique to America. It's happening everywhere. But where America is different is we could embrace immigration and be the melting pot and the strongly diverse country that we once tried to claim a false pride about being. They help our economy, they help our society, they help our culture. Exactly. Um, I can't have a kid. I had ovarian cancer, got it all removed. Exactly. They would still punish us. I can't have children either. Thank you so much, GGPTO. I appreciate the follow. Um, and so you have this, and you'll still have people, these natalists, in the comments or like in the chat saying, "Well, no, because then the truth comes out, because they're gonna be like, then it's gonna be all immigrants. Where do the Americans go?" Well, guess what? First of all, I'm white as fuck and I come from immigrants. You know what I mean? But that's when the truth comes out, is that they want more white births. And that's when you know that natalism turns into white supremacy in that argument and that argument alone. Guys, we did hit 10K. I can't remember if I visited Penelope. I did. I did. So at 15, I'll visit again. Welcome, by the way, GGPTO. This is Red, White, and WTF, where my political beliefs aren't all that political. I think you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want, as long as you do not harm or unalive anyone or anything, or impede on or take away the rights of others. I also think that food, housing, education, and healthcare should all be affordable and accessible. Plain and simple. Plain and fucking simple. Because guess what? equality and human rights and equity and inclusion should all be included here in America. Thank you for the Go Popular as well. I don't fucking get it. I don't fucking get it. How people can still defend this. It just, it's crazy to me. But guys, we have 13 minutes. Let's try to get to 25,000. It might be a struggle for you, but let's try to get to 25,000 likes. Let's make this Saturday worth it. Tomorrow, just as a reminder, I am going live. It is a YouTube only live. All right, Trisha, I will still try to be here by the time you come back. But if not, it was great to see you. And I'll be on YouTube tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. YouTube only, Red, White, and WTF is the same username. I just got to start to funnel more people over there because that's a more sustainable way to monetize so I can produce better content and hopefully do this as more of an active thing rather than in what little free time I have. But I do want to say welcome to you guys. If you are new, you are almost at 15K. 15K, I'm going to make it interesting. We're going to do an 8-second visit. Things either really slow down or really speed up after that. And I guess we'll see. We already are almost all immigrants. We have indigenous compared to other nations. Exactly. 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 That's the thing. And they're trying to fucking deport indigenous people. Where the fuck are you going to deport them to? Like, what? It's just, it blows my fucking mind. What also blows my mind, I can't remember who on here suggested the neighborhood kids to me. I didn't know they were from San Diego. I didn't know that. So I'm going to try to meet them. I think what they're doing is absolutely amazing. If you haven't heard their music, please look it up. Because the one thing I can say about times like these, when the better the art becomes, the worse society like is in peril normally. And we're getting some really good fucking art right now. I'll tell you that. But guys, we are at 15, which means an 8-second visit. I will be right back. Wish me luck. Ooh. All right, guys. We did it. That was 8. Dirty Bad, welcome in, welcome back. Always nice to see you. Let's go over to ground news. Let's see what's going on over there. Probably nothing great. Even fucking Bitcoin is down below 80,000, by the way. Just saying. Which means I am terrified to look at my stocks. Not because I have Bitcoin, but because I can't afford Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin's doing that badly, mine are fucking done. Ren, wait, Ren is so good to anyone who hasn't heard him. I love Ren. Ren is such a fucking underrated artist. Like his storytelling, I think if he uses he pronouns, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Ren is such a great storyteller. REN, look up Ren, look up the videos. It's his videos that's oh, such a moving artist. So underrated. So fucking underrated. Dirty Bad, thank you for the heart me. Farmer Jack, welcome in. Welcome in. Guys, you got 10 minutes to get less than 10,000. You guys are going to do this. It's going to be easy work. Incredible. Incredible. If you guys didn't know, the judge did order the release of 5-year-old Liam Ramos and his father from the ICE detention facility in Dilley, Texas. Now, is this immediate? Probably not. It just is very like reminiscent of Kilmar Abrego Garcia's situation. Um, so I'm not saying he won't be out. He'll be out tomorrow. We do know he was in poor health, but hopefully soon. I hope Liam is going to be okay. Me too, Ryan. Me too. Thor, what's up? Welcome in, bud. Nice to see you. By Tuesday, okay. And give him his fucking hat back. You know what? More than that, I don't have a lot of spare time. So me organizing like GoFundMe's and stuff, um, I would be terrible at that. But if you guys know of one for him, let me know. And on Tuesday, when we go live, if you guys can find me one, all proceeds I receive that day, in like Cash App or Venmo, I'll send to that. I'll send to that. Or you guys can do personal donations to his GoFundMe if you find him. May that kid never have to live in fear or go without ever again. That poor baby just wanted his damn hat. Um, did you hear about Trump? Yeah, so ICE fucking kidnapped two people from Scotland against orders, and that's not getting reported on. I will give Ground News another plug. I'm not sponsored by Ground News, but if any nine of you know anybody at Ground News, I fucking sponsor their shit 24/7 for free. So just like give me a Vantage plan for a year. I'm not even asking for money, just a Vantage plan. But please go to Ground News. The reason I say this, they have sources left, right, center. They tell you factuality. They also have domestic and international sources all in one site. Please start reading international news. That is what's really happening. I bet the Scottish people are upset right now. Um, like he's just, I don't, it's not that I don't get what he's doing. He's simultaneously trying to cause a civil war and a world war. Because if there's one thing he is good at, it is destruction, and he wants to take it all down before he is taken down by biology, which is, it's so fucking sad because biology is going to hold him accountable before our fucking DOJ will. That's so fucking sad. It's so sad. Guys, we are almost at 20,000. That's incredible. You guys are absolutely insane. Less than 2,000 more to go. Um, but yeah, biology is going to do the work that the government, that Biden's administration, that Biden's DOJ should have fucking done the first goddamn day in office. It's just, it's crazy. We got this from yesterday on Friday, January 30th. This is what I was talking about. If you need a little more joy, other than Liam getting out, Luigi not facing the death penalty, protesters clash with federal agents in downtown Los Angeles. LA is whooping that ass. LA is whooping that ass. On Friday, January 30th, protesters clashed with federal agents outside the Metropolitan Detention Center in downtown Los Angeles during a national day of action, with arrests made, though numbers were not disclosed. Organizers said the action followed deadly unalivings of Renee Good and Alex Preddy, with the University of Minnesota student group calling for a national shutdown to stop ICE funding. Where the fuck are our politicians? Why are they not in Minnesota? Why are they not out on the streets in LA while this shit is happening? Where are celebrities? Where are these big creators who are so fucking concerned about their own well-being and their fucking brand deals? I haven't taken one fucking brand deal. And if I ever took a brand deal and they took that money because of something I said on here, tough shit. I'm not going to fucking change. And that's probably why I'll never have one brand deal. But I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to talk about what's right. And I am trying very desperately to get out to Minnesota as soon as I can, even if it's just for fucking 18 hours. Including, flights. Cash App and Venmo, I do work at a nonprofit. I know times are tough. So if you don't got it, that's okay. But if you want to know where, I love the gifts on here, I appreciate them. But if you want to know where 100% of your money goes, you use these two things as donations. Because not only do you pay for coins on here, you then have to pay again using those coins. And then your creators only get about 28% now of the gift. You might see Johnny. Yeah, I mean, that would be really cool. I think Johnny's doing great work down there. The fact that he's been down there so much is like incredible. Not a lot of people are doing that. And it's really brave right now, especially when reporters of such high caliber like Don Lemon have been fucking arrested for doing their job, their First Amendment right. Like, what the fuck? Also, right now, apparently, Seattle's popping off with anti-Blizzard Brigade protests. I just got a little alert on my phone. But yeah, guys, again, back to Ground News. You can see any story. It tells you, where they align, if they're highly factual, if they're mixed factual. And it really helps you see a broad picture much more clearly. Because right now, they are trying to dive headfirst into concrete, and that concrete is anti-intellectualism. Now, I believe we've already seen the brain drain. We've seen that. All last year, they were attacking institutions, going after academics, going after journalists. Now they're legally going after journalists and not just threats. And anti-intellectualism and fascism, as we talk about frequently, always go hand in hand. Because if you can't critically think, you are more likely to fall for propaganda, which is how fascism and authoritarians stay in power longer. Plain and fucking simple. Plain and fucking simple. I don't get it. Guys, we just hit almost 22,000. I'll wait till 22 to do it. Here we are. We can easily get 25,000. You guys got this shit. 3,000 in 4 minutes. Easy day. Keep clicking that like button. I will be right back because I'm going to go visit our dear friend Penelope. All right. We're back. We're back. Springfield, yeah, they are supposed to deploy, I think this week or next week, to Springfield, Ohio, which, if that place sounds familiar, not because of The Simpsons, it's because that's where the blasphemous lie referred to Haitians eating cats and dogs, which has been disproven and debunked time and time a fucking again. But what it does do is add to my theory that the country itself is being kettled. Kettling is a form of crowd control, uh, where they form on the outside and they push people in closer, 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 closer. I believe that is happening to our country in a strategic way. If you look at the places being targeted along our northern border, aren't the Simpsons based in Springfield, Oregon? Honestly, no fucking clue. No clue. No clue. Someone made a post the other day that made me really sad. We used to think the Simpsons like predicted the future, and then apparently I think they've had ties to the files. So now it's just them not predicting the future, them causing it to happen, which is like, ooh, that sucks. But yeah. But guys, we got 2 more minutes. You guys got to get less than 1,500. You guys got the shit. We'll do it for 8 seconds at the end. But thank you so much for hanging out today. If you guys don't follow me on YouTube already, please do. We're going live on YouTube, Ryan. If it's me and you for an hour tomorrow, it's me and you for an hour tomorrow. The only way you're gonna see it is if you're over on YouTube. We're not gonna. I'll do one post over here so I have some content for you guys on TikTok. But we're gonna go live 5 p.m. tomorrow Pacific Standard Time, 8 Central, or sorry, 8 Eastern, 7 Central, 5 Mountain. Um, so yeah, I think Trump will. I can't say that word on here. Every leader in every country. I think he'll fucking try. I think he'll try. But if you guys needed even more joy before we end this, because you guys are almost at 25,000, right on time, um, look up the Minnesota Icebox. Just look that shit up. They're not showing a lot of shit on purpose. Look that shit up. You'll find some joy. Guys, you are less than 600 away right now from 25,000. You're going to finish right on time. No Trump, no KKK, no fascist fucking USA. Thank you guys for such an incredible live. I was really in bad spirits coming on here. I'm not going to lie. I was in a shitty mood, but you guys did bring some joy to my day, and I wouldn't have got that joy without you. So thank you so, so, so much. Um, but yeah, I'm just really appreciative of you guys. But guys, keep tapping that like button. You got to get less than 200. You got about 10 seconds left though. So keep tap, 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 tapping. I'll help you guys out. We're going to get it going. We're going to get it going. It's going to be A-OK. Oh, less than 100. Less than 100. You guys got this. Easy fucking day. Sammy, what's up? Welcome in. Ziggy Cat, hello, hello. Remember, everyone, YouTube only tomorrow. And we are right on time at 25K. You guys are fucking incredible. I'll see you in 8 seconds. Thank you guys so much for the gifts, the comments, your presence, rejoining after all the fucking restarts today. Ooh, I'm not going to cough though. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for the follows. Thank you in advance for tomorrow when you tune in on YouTube. If you do, I appreciate you guys more than you will ever grasp. I hope you all have a great rest of your Saturday. And there's one thing I haven't done. Come here. Let's give the people one last little jolt of joy. One little jolt of joy. You made my night, Ariana. Thank you so much. And hopefully JP makes your guys's. Let's get him over here so you can actually see his cute little face. We'll just pop him up. You're in my hoodie. He's like in my hoodie jacket. Okay. There we are. Him's a big baby. But I hope you guys got a little bit of joy from this. I know we talked about some hard stuff, but we're talking about it. We're making sure it's not normalized, and we're doing what we can to resist and fight back. So thank you all. I will see you tomorrow if you guys decide to join on YouTube. And if not, I'll see you on Monday. I guess it is comfy in my hoodie. Yeah, he seems very comfortable in there. Good night, you guys. All right, Ryan. Looks like it was just you today. Oh wait, no, Bernie, you came over. What's up, Bernie? Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, tomorrow is gonna be strictly YouTube. So we'll see how it goes. Even if it's one or two people, it's one or two people. I'm okay with that. I hope you guys are. But I will see you tomorrow, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Bye, guys. Thank you for today.